Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump has said the United States hasn't even started destroying what's left in Iran, reiterating vows to increase the ferocity of attacks on its infrastructure as dozens of countries sought ways to restart vital energy shipments through the Strait of Hormuz. He wrote on social media that Iran's bridges were next, then electric power plants, adding that Iran's leadership knows what has to be done and has to be done fast. He earlier posted video of the US bombing a newly constructed bridge between Tehran and the major northwest suburb of Karaj.
Trump has warned Iran to make a deal before it is too late, after sharing video of a major strike in Tehran. The footage showed a large explosion and the collapse of a key bridge linking the capital to Karaj as tensions continue to rise. Trump said more attacks could follow and reiterated plans to intensify strikes in the coming weeks, including potential action against critical infrastructure. The escalation has pushed oil prices higher amid fears of a prolonged conflict. Meanwhile, Iran has rejected claims by President Trump of decisive victories, calling them false and misleading. Officials in Tehran say the country's military capabilities remain intact, with senior figures including Mohammad Javad Zarif dismissing the remarks as empty rhetoric. Iran's military command has also warned that the United States and Israel have not destroyed its core defense systems. The exchange comes as missile attacks continue, and the conflict enters its fifth week with no clear end in sight.
On the other hand, US Army Chief of Staff Randy George has been fired by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth in the latest purge among the Pentagon's most senior ranks. Even as Hegseth, a former Fox News host, has moved quickly to reshape the department, firing a general during wartime is nearly without precedent. The Pentagon confirmed that George, who had more than a year left in his term, will be retiring from his position as the 41st Chief of Staff of the Army, effective immediately. It said in a statement, it was grateful for George's decades of service. We wish him well in his retirement. Trump is also set to unveil a $1.5 trillion defense budget request for the next fiscal year, by far the largest year-over-year increase in defense spending in the post-World War II era. Funding for Trump's marquee but controversial $185 billion Golden Dome missile defense shield is expected to be included in the budget request, as well as Lockheed Martin F-35 jets and warships. Procurement of Virginia-class submarines, as well as other top shipbuilding priorities, is expected. US President Donald Trump has signaled that the United States is set to complete its main objectives in the Iran conflict within the next 2 to 3 weeks, describing the measures as necessary to neutralize Iran's threat to regional and global security. Speaking in a primetime address, he warned that US forces would continue aggressive operations against Iranian targets. Trump told the nation that US forces had delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories during the past 32 days of strikes. He added that the temporary spike in US gasoline prices was a direct result of Iranian attacks on commercial tankers, not the US strategy, and criticized allies for relying on oil from the region.
UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has warned the Middle East is on the brink of a wider war, urging the United States and Israel to halt the conflict. Speaking at the United Nations, he said the crisis is worsening, with growing civilian suffering and rising risks to global stability. He also cautioned that disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz could drive up food and energy prices worldwide. On the other hand, Gulf countries are revisiting plans to build pipelines that bypass the Strait of Hormuz, as the conflict with Iran disrupts key energy routes. Officials say new infrastructure may be the only way to reduce dependence on the strait, which carries a major share of global oil and gas supplies. Previous projects stalled due to high costs and political hurdles, but renewed tensions are forcing a rethink.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.